Most people think self-belief is gentle, a warm hand on your shoulder, a soft word in your ear. They're wrong. Real self-belief is a storm. It's the bite of winter air at dawn, the chill that scrapes your bones and dares you to move anyway. This world is not waiting for you to wake up. It will grind you down, shape you into a ghost if you let it. You want to know power? First, you have to stop searching for it outside yourself. Forget the applause. Forget the dreams the world sold you just to keep you quiet. Here's the truth. Zen doesn't comfort you. It cuts you, strips you down to what's real. It's the mirror you can't lie to, the mountain that doesn't move for your fear. You stand in front of it with all your excuses, your wounds, your regrets, and none of it matters. Only one thing counts. Will you move? Will you carve your name into the stone, even as the wind tells you to hide? Everyone is waiting for the perfect moment to believe in themselves, but the moment never comes. The world won't give you permission. You have to seize it. That's the first lesson. Zen philosophy is not a comfortable seat in a quiet garden. It's a bare room, empty but for your own shadow. It's the slow draw of a blade you know you'll have to use. It's silence. And in that silence, the single truth: you are either the master of your mind or its captive. If you want to feel the power of self-belief, you have to do the thing most fear. Face yourself with nothing to hide behind. Let the world be cold. Let the night press in. Stand up anyway. This is your first step. There is no map, no guide, no soft landing. Only the blade, the stone, and the silence. The rest is up to you. Everyone wants power, but most never see the real enemy. It isn't the world. It isn't fate. It isn't even your critics or rivals. The enemy is doubt, silent, invisible, always whispering just beneath your thoughts. It waits for the first sign of weakness. It sharpens its teeth on every mistake you've made. We grow up thinking doubt is just a passing mood, a shadow on a sunny afternoon. But Zen strips away illusions. In the cold light, you see doubt for what it is. The architect of your cage. Doubt doesn't just stop you. It rearranges your mind, paints bars on the open sky, makes you believe the prison is real. When you were young, you believed in the impossible. You ran headlong into every storm, unafraid of falling. But the world is patient. It chips away at your certainty, day after day, until you begin to doubt what you see, what you feel, even who you are. You become a ghost in your own life. You move through rooms, conversations, choices, but it's all a performance. The real you hides behind locked doors, waiting for a sign, for some thunderclap moment that will grant you permission to live without fear. But thunder doesn't come. Not for most. The hidden problem is this: doubt is not accidental. It is designed by habit, by history, by the voices you let inside. It grows in silence. It feeds on hesitation. It takes root every time you apologize for your own existence. Zen philosophy doesn't offer comfort for doubt. It offers clarity, the harsh light that makes you see what you'd rather avoid. Your mind is a battlefield. Every day the war is waged in silence. No one else sees it. No one else can fight it for you. Doubt wears many faces: procrastination, perfectionism, comparison, the belief that you must become worthy before you can even try. So you wait, you shrink, you let the world pass you by. Zen calls this the disease of the mind, attachment to illusions, to stories that never belonged to you. You were not born to wait. You were not made to shrink. That restless energy in your bones, the hunger you try to quiet, that's your birthright. You lose it every time you trade your own voice for comfort. This is the hidden problem. Not that you are weak, but that you have been taught to believe you are. The world profits from your doubt. It wants you uncertain, quiet, manageable. But Zen is the practice of remembering what you were before the world got hold of you. A clear mind is cold and sharp. It doesn't tremble before the crowd. It stands alone, in the wind, unchained. The enemy is not outside. It's the whisper in your own mind telling you to wait, to play it safe, to stay small. But the wind never asked the mountain for permission to blow. This is the truth you were never told. You will know the power of self-belief the day you stop negotiating with your own fear. The real battle is always within. Doubt is patient. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It sits quietly behind every choice you make, pulling you away from your own life, one fraction at a time. You don't notice the first losses. You convince yourself they're nothing. A missed opportunity. A word left unsaid. A door you let close without protest. But over time, these small surrenders pile up. They calcify. They become your new shape. Self-doubt is a slow frost. It steals your fire in silence. It wraps itself around your habits, so gently you barely feel it tightening. And then one day you wake up, and you don't recognize the person staring back at you in the mirror. Your voice sounds hollow. Your dreams feel foreign. Your life shrinks to fit the outline of your fear. This is what doubt does. It rewrites your story without your permission. It trades every bold instinct for safety, every act of courage for another day, spent waiting. Zen teaches that every thought is a seed. What you water grows. Doubt left unchecked becomes your world, and the cost. It's measured in the chances you never took, the ideas you never spoke, the love you never gave, the life you could have lived, but never dared. You tell yourself you're being careful, wise, mature. You call it realism. You call it responsibility. But the truth? You're practicing self-abandonment. The world doesn't rob you of your power all at once. It does it with 1,000 little trades. Comfort instead of conviction. Silence instead of truth. Acceptance instead of purpose. Most people never see it happening. By the time they notice, they're already living someone else's life, built on someone else's story. This is the real danger of doubt. Not that it defeats you in battle, but that it convinces you not to fight. In Zen there is a saying, if you do not walk your path, the ground will swallow your footprints. How many days have you lost, waiting for a sign? How many times have you betrayed yourself, just to stay small enough to fit in? Every day you let doubt choose for you. The world gets a little narrower, your spirit gets a little quieter. The weight of your unlived life grows heavier. This is not a warning, it's a wake-up call, because the consequences are not abstract. They are real, they are measurable, they shape your destiny. If you want to feel the power of self-belief, you have to be willing to lose the comfort of your old limits. You have to risk the pain of growth, the isolation of standing alone. You have to understand, every day spent doubting yourself is a day you give away to the cold, and the cold doesn't care, but you should. There comes a day when enough is enough. You wake to the sound of your own pulse pounding, the memory of all the hours lost to fear, all the words bitten back, all the chances surrendered to the grey. This is where rebellion begins. Not against the world, but against the smallness inside yourself. The mountain does not move for the wind. Be the mountain. Rebellion is cold. It doesn't need applause. It doesn't need a company. It only needs one moment of clarity, when you see the cost of your own hesitation and decide to pay no more. You look in the mirror, see the tired story written in your eyes, and for the first time you refuse to believe it. To see clearly, cut away every lie, especially the ones you tell yourself. You pick up the blade, not to harm, but to carve away everything that isn't you. The old expectations, the soft excuses, the noise. Rebellion is not rage, it's silence, sharp as a blade. It's the discipline to face the cold without flinching. You step into the world, not as a beggar, but as a storm. People will try to pull you back. They will say you've changed. They'll call you cold, distant, too intense. Let them. Do not seek applause from the world. Master the art of vanishing from their expectations. The rebel's path is narrow, cut through frost and stone. You will walk alone at times. But this is the price of self-belief. To choose the clarity of solitude over the comfort of company. You don't need anyone's permission. You never did. Peace is not found in the absence of struggle, but in the presence of unwavering self-belief. The Zen masters knew this. You become strong not by waiting for softness, but by walking through the storm until your fear dissolves into focus. You stop measuring your worth by other people's eyes. You stop apologizing for taking up space. You start living with intent. The sharpest mind is the one willing to cut away comfort. This is the rebellion to refuse to let your past script your future, to act in the presence of doubt, to trust your own hand to draw the line. If you want the world to tremble, learn to walk without needing a map. No one can do it for you. No one can give you the blade. You must become both the weapon and the hand that wields it. You step forward. You speak your truth, even if your voice trembles. You risk failure, knowing that regret is colder than pain. This is what it means to rebel, to choose yourself fully, without flinching. Let the world be cold. You are the spark in the frost, the mountain in the wind, the silent storm that will not kneel. You've walked the long road of doubt. You've faced the frost and the emptiness. You've rebelled against your own smallness, refusing to kneel to the world's expectations. Now you stand in the only place that matters, alone, honest, and unchained. This is where the ultimate truth lives. Self-belief is not given. It is earned, in the darkness, in the cold, in the moments when no one is watching. A master does not wait for the storm to pass. He becomes the storm. There is no applause here, no gentle words, just the clean sound of your own breath, the steady beat of a heart that refuses to break. Stone does not fear the hammer. Why should you fear life? Zen teaches the final lesson. If you want to be free, you must burn every excuse down to ash. You can meditate for a lifetime, chant 1,000 mantras, read every sacred book, but if you cannot look into your own eyes and say, "Yes, I trust myself," then all of it is nothing. The coldest blade is the one forged in silence. That is self-mastery. You see it now. Every moment of hesitation is a thief. Every doubt is a chain. You break them not with fury, but with unwavering intent. The sharpest mind is the one willing to cut away comfort. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are the one who survives them, who learns, who adapts, who refuses to surrender your fire, no matter how cold the night. If you want the world to tremble, learn to walk without needing a map. Others will try to understand you, try to name what you've become. Let them guess. Do not seek applause from the world. Master the art of vanishing from their expectations. Your life is yours now. Every step you take is cut into the stone. Every breath is freedom claimed. Remember, the ultimate truth is not hidden in the world. It is not locked in the future. It is already here, in the act of moving forward, in the discipline to believe in yourself when all evidence tells you to turn back. The mountain does not move for the wind. Be the mountain. You will know the power of self-belief, not because someone hands it to you, but because you walked through the cold, through the silence, and did not break. Now when the world turns cold, when the path narrows, you will not hesitate. You will step forward, alone, unafraid. Because you are Zen, you are the blade, the storm, the silence that cannot be shaken. If you felt the chill, if something inside you woke up, don't let this moment pass. Comment below, "I walk through the cold." Subscribe for more truth, unfiltered, unchained, razor sharp. Share this with someone who needs to remember that the power they seek is already in their hands. Step forward, the world won't wait.